In this graph, we see that demand rises, then price go up, and vice versa. And when demand rises, that is demand curve shifts to the right from D1 to D to D1. And whereas the supply remains same, as a result, price goes up from OP to OP1. So also the sales increases from OQ to OQ1. Then here, if supply rises, price go down and vice versa. This is illustrated that uh, here the supply quantity increases, that is the supply curve shifts to right from S to S1, while the demand curves remain unchanged, and the result, that is the price falls from OP to OP1, but the sales increases from OQ to OQ1. Given a shift in the demand curve, the price will rise less if the supply curves inelastic or flat. Price will rise more or fall more if the supply curve is inelastic. And if the raise in price is more, then the raise in sales will be less. If the raise in price is less, then the raise in sale will be more. If both demand and supply increases, the sales are bound to increase and price may or may not be rise. The next, and increases in demand with a stimulation, decreases in supply will raise the price and increase the sale if new demand price for the old equilibrium amount is higher than its new supply price. Similarly, the price will rise and sales will diminish if the new supply price for old amount is higher than its new demand price. Then equilibrium of firms in short run. The firm is a price taker and not a price maker in the market. The difference between competitive industries' role in determining price and output level and a firm's role can be seen through the diagram. First is abnormal profit or supernormal profit. At the equilibrium level of output of a firm may get abnormal profit if its average revenue exceeds the average cost of production. In this figure, the firm's equilibrium is attained at a point E where the MC curve intersect the MR curve. At OP, AR is EQ while its average cost AC is BQ. Since AR is more than AC, average cost, AR average cost, AC average cost, AR average revenue. Then MR marginal revenue, MC marginal cost. मने रखो सब short form सब. Since AR is more than AC, firms gets abnormal profit. Thus, the firm gets abnormal profit EB per unit of output, total profit P1, P1C2, that is per unit profit multiplied by the total output. Then is loss. At equilibrium, output of a firm may suffer loss. It is because of the fact that a part of fixed cost may not be recovered in the short run if split of these laws, the farm should decide to produce so long as it is able to recover the average variable cost. Here is the equilibrium point in this figure. E is the equilibrium point, and the AR equal to EQ, AC equal to BQ. Since BQ is less than EQ, farms earning BE per unit and loss is CP1. Then normal profit or break-even. When the farm just meet its average total cost, it earns normal profit. Here AR equal to MR. So in this figure, we make that conclusion that if AR equal to AC, average revenue equal to average cost, the farm will get a normal profit or break-even. When AR is less than AC, the farm will get normal profit. When AR is greater than AC, then the farm will suffer loss. If AR is greater than ABC, the farm will stop the production. Then our next point is monopoly. Monopoly is a market situation in which there is only one seller of a product with barriers to entry of others. The product has no close substitute, and the cross elasticity of demand with every other product is very low. This means that no other firms produce a similar product. Monopolistic can sell his commodity at any price he likes. Obviously, ଯଦି ତା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟର କିଛି ସବଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ ନାହିଁ, ତା ଭଳି ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ କେହି ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, obviously ତା ଇଚ୍ଛା ଯାହା ବି ହବ ସେ ସେଇ ପ୍ରାଇସରେ ସେଲ୍ କରିବ. And he has the control over price. However, the monopolist can central fix the price and at which he will sell the commodity, but he cannot at the same time determine the amount of commodity that purchasers will buy. In fact, if he change a high price, the demand for his commodity will be less. And if he change a low price, the demand for his commodity will be more. The price is under the full control of the monopolistic, but not the demand. प्राइस से जते रखी परियो पर डिमांड ऊपर तार किसी कंट्रोल नहीं. जदि से कोनोसी प्रोडक्ट रो प्राइस टा को बढ़ाउची ताले से प्रोडक्ट रो डिमांड टा कमी जिवो. एंड जदि से प्राइस टा कम होची ताले डिमांड टा बढ़ी जिवो. प्राइस ऊपर तार कंट्रोल अछि पर डिमांड ऊपर तार कंट्रोल नाही. डिमांड इज डिटरमाइंड बाय द परचेजर. जे की परचेज करछंती डिमांड टा तांकर ऊपर ही डिपेंड करूची. Then features of monopoly. You got a single seller. I'm starting to पढ़ले monopoly रे कौन? The seller, there is only one seller. The other monopoly, there is a single producer of a particular commodity or service in the market acquiring to a rather large number of buyers. The monopoly manufacturer may be an individual or a group of partner or a joint stock company or state, being the only source of supply for the goods or services with no close substitute. ତାଙ୍କ product ର କୌଣସି substitute ନଥିବ. In this market structure, the farm is the industry and thus the market is referred to as a pure monopoly, but it is more of the theoretical concept. At times, close substitute are produced by few manufacturers holding a substantial market share, and this impact from the extreme market terms as monopolistic competition. Then restricted entry. Free entry of new organization in this market arrangement is prohibited. That is, other seller cannot enter the market of monopoly, and few of primary barriers constraining to the entry of new sellers, that is government license or franchise, and resource ownership, patents and copyrights, high startup cost, and decreasing average total cost. So here is restricted for entry. Okay. Then homogeneous product. A monopoly farms manufactures a commodity that has no close substitute and is a homogeneous product with absence of availability of substitute. The buyers is bound to purchase what is available at a targeted price. For example, there is no substitute for railways as bulk carrier. Thus, to be the sole seller in the monopolistic setup, a unique product must be produced. Then, full control over price. In monopoly market, restricted entry consist competition and monopolistic exhibit full control over the market condition. The absence of competition spares the monopolizing company from price pressure and grant him the opportunity to change the product as per his advantage, targeting profit maximizing and vice versa. Thus, a monopolistic is a price maker and not a price taker, wherein he decides the price and buyers have to accept it, and nevertheless, to evade the entry from the new market participant, the company needs to regulate the set product or service price within the selected times within the time period of the monopoly theory. Then price discrimination. It can be defined as the practice by the seller changing different price from the different buyers for same goods or services. A monopolistic has the leverage to carry out price discrimination as he is the market and acts as per his suitability. And next point is increased scope for mergers. Scope for vertical or horizontal mergers increase in lieu of control exhibited and by a single entry under a monopoly market, and the merger efficiency in this competition and maintain the supply chain of management. Then price elasticity with regards to the demand of the product or service offered by the monopolizing company or individual, the price elasticity to absolute value ratio detected by the price increase and market demand is not uncommon to see the surplus or a loss categorized as dead weight within the monopoly. The latter refers to gain that the evades both the consumers and the monopolists. Then lack of innovation on accounts of solitary market domination, monopolies exhibit an inclination towards losing efficiency over a period of time. New designing and market structure takes a backseat. Then lack of competition. When the market is designed to solve a monopoly, the lack of business competition or the absence of variable goods and products sinks the scope for the perfect competition. Being the sole merchant of a particular goods with no close limitations of monopoly has no opposition. The demand for turnout induced by the monopoly is the market demand, authoring extensive market control. The importance resulting from the market dominance is also makes monopoly a key type of market failure. This is all about our monopoly market. In next class, we will discuss about the equilibrium of firm under monopoly, or price and output determination under monopoly market.